Did you know that most people over 50 are taking magnesium glycinate every night, hoping for better sleep, relaxed muscles, and less stress? But in reality, 80 to 90% of them are doing it completely wrong. They think all they have to do is open the bottle, take a pill, and their body will just absorb it automatically. But the truth is your body doesn't work that way. Magnesium isn't a magic pill that your body will just use on its own. It's a living mineral involved in over 600 vital biochemical reactions, controlling everything from your heart rhythm and blood sugar to your ability to relax your muscles, nerves, and get deep restorative sleep that helps your brain recover. But when you take it at the wrong time in the wrong dose, or mix it with the wrong foods or medications, magnesium doesn't just fail to help. It can leave you restless all night with sore muscles, fatigue, irregular heartbeats, or even complete insomnia. And many people think that taking a bigger dose will fix the problem, but all they're really doing is turning a potentially helpful supplement into an expensive trap that backfires on their body. In today's video, I'm Dr. David Mitchell, and I'm going to reveal the common mistakes that 90% of magnesium glycinate users are making, why your body might not absorb a single milligram, and the simple ways to turn it into a tool that truly improves your sleep, mood, and overall health. Let's dive in because even a small change in your daily routine can have a huge impact on your health, especially once you've passed 50. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss more health tips from me. Now let's start with the first mistake. 1. Taking magnesium when your body is dehydrated. Have you ever wondered why, even though many people take magnesium glycinate, every night they still feel tense, have trouble sleeping, or wake up exhausted? The truth is, one of the most common mistakes that most of us overlook is actually something very simple: water. Sounds surprising, right? But over my 30 years of working with patients over 50, I've seen it countless times. People diligently take their magnesium every night only to experience stomach cramps, nausea, or digestive discomfort. And the reason they're taking magnesium when their body is dehydrated or on a completely empty stomach. Here's a little simple science: magnesium is a living mineral. It needs to swim in water to pass through your intestinal lining and reach your cells. If you take it when your body is low on water, magnesium creates something called osmotic stress in the gut. Basically, it pulls water from the surrounding tissues into the intestines, putting pressure on the intestinal lining, creating tiny micro tears, and over time, this can lead to what we call leaky gut. Instead of helping you relax, magnesium ends up disrupting digestion and preventing your body from absorbing what it truly needs. From my experience, the key isn't just taking more magnesium, it's preparing your body so it can actually absorb it. That means drinking at least 12 to 16 ounces, about 350, 475 ml of warm or room temperature water with your magnesium. And don't stop there. Your body should be well hydrated at least an hour beforehand, so your intestinal cells are ready to welcome the magnesium. Here's a little tip I often share: add a pinch of sea salt or a few drops of lemon to your water. It helps create an ideal pH environment, improving absorption and maximizing magnesium's benefits. You'll notice the difference: muscles relax more easily, sleep gets deeper, and tension and discomfort fade away. Magnesium glycinate isn't some magical pill that works on its own. It's a companion, but it only truly works when your body is ready to receive it naturally from within. And believe me, even a small change like drinking the right amount of water at the right time can turn a simple supplement into an experience that genuinely improves your quality of life. 2. Taking magnesium alongside foods that block absorption. Have you ever wondered why, even though you're diligently taking magnesium glycinate every night, some people still don't sleep deeply? Their muscles remain tense, and sometimes they wake up feeling restless and exhausted the next morning. Let me be honest, many of us make a mistake that seems so simple, yet has a huge impact: taking magnesium alongside foods that block its absorption. Let me share a little bit of simple science I've observed over my 30 years working with people over 50. Magnesium needs to be absorbed through special doors in your gut. But if you take it with whole grains beans or nuts, you're unintentionally letting a substance called phytic acid trap the magnesium, and your body may only absorb about 40% of what you just took. On top of that, foods high in oxalates, like spinach Swiss chard and even a little dark chocolate, can bind with magnesium to form crystals that are hard to absorb. Not only does this reduce absorption, it can also increase the risk of kidney stones in sensitive individuals. And here's something surprising: calcium, something we usually think is great for our bones, actually competes with magnesium. If you take them at the same time, your body prioritizes calcium first, leaving magnesium almost ignored. I've seen many patients over 60 who faithfully take their supplements, yet their bodies barely absorb any magnesium. The result: persistent fatigue, tight muscles, poor sleep, leaving them questioning if magnesium even works. So what's the solution? It's simple, but it requires a little attention. Whenever possible, take magnesium on an empty stomach or with easily digestible foods that are low in phytic acid, oxalates, and calcium. Things like plain rice, a few slices of cucumber, steamed zucchini, or lettuce. If you need to eat beforehand, wait at least 2 hours after a meal rich in these absorption blockers. Another tip: taking magnesium before bed not only improves absorption, but also aligns with your body's natural circadian rhythm, helping muscles relax and promoting deeper sleep. And if you want, add a small amount of vitamin C, a few strawberries or a small orange slice, to create an even better environment for absorption. Trust me, just this small change can turn magnesium glycinate into a true companion, helping your muscles relax, improving your sleep, and waking up feeling energized. The best part: you'll notice the difference in just a few days of taking it the right way. 3. Taking magnesium alongside drinks that block absorption. Have you ever wondered why, even though you faithfully take magnesium glycinate every night, many people still feel tired, struggle to sleep, or have muscles that just won't relax? One reason that often gets overlooked is the beverages we consume every day, especially coffee, tea, soda, and even alcohol. Let me share a real example. A few months ago, I met Mrs. Linda, 62 years old. She kept complaining that despite taking magnesium regularly, she still had trouble sleeping. Her legs would cramp at night, and she felt exhausted all day. When I asked about her daily habits, it turned out she couldn't start her morning without black coffee, and sometimes she'd have a small glass of wine in the evening to unwind. That, it turns out, was the culprit she never suspected. Coffee contains tannins and polyphenols, compounds that bind to magnesium, preventing absorption and even increasing its excretion through urine. Alcohol is even more problematic. It damages the gut lining, alters stomach pH, and makes the kidneys excrete magnesium up to 260% faster than normal. On top of that, black tea and soda contain phosphoric acid, which also significantly reduces magnesium absorption. This explains why many people, even when taking the right dose, don't truly benefit from their magnesium supplement. The solution isn't complicated, but timing matters. You should wait at least 4 hours after drinking coffee or black tea, 3 hours after green tea or soda, and 6 to 8 hours after alcohol before taking magnesium. If you're a coffee lover and can't give up more than 3 cups a day, consider increasing your magnesium dose by 25 to 30%, or simply shift coffee to the morning and take magnesium in the evening. Mrs. Linda tried this approach, spacing her coffee, wine, and magnesium properly. Within just a few weeks, she noticed a remarkable difference: deeper sleep, more relaxed muscles, and a lighter, calmer feeling throughout the day. This is living proof that the timing and combination of magnesium with drinks matters far more than most people realize. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, drop a 1 in the comments so I know you're here. Now let's move on to the fourth common mistake, one that many people make without even realizing it. Or combining magnesium with medications or supplements that block absorption. Did you know that sometimes, even though we diligently take magnesium glycinate every day, we still don't get the results we expect? And the reason might actually come from the things you're taking at the same time, things you may not even think about. I'm talking about medications and supplements that many people over 50 commonly use: proton pump inhibitors, antibiotics, diuretics, calcium tablets, high-dose vitamin D, and even birth control pills. These can block magnesium absorption by 50 to 80%, meaning half or even more of the magnesium you take never actually makes it into your body. Let me give you an example. Mr. Robert, 65, came to see me complaining of muscle aches and poor sleep. He took magnesium faithfully every night, but he still felt tense, had a slightly fast heart rate at night, and felt tired throughout the day. When I asked about his medication habits, it turned out he was taking a daily proton pump inhibitor for acid reflux and calcium supplements for bone health. In reality, these medications were preventing magnesium from entering his cells, turning potentially helpful magnesium pills into essentially nothing. The solution isn't complicated, but it requires attention. A key rule is to separate the timing of magnesium from other medications or supplements by at least 2 to 4 hours. If you're taking high-dose vitamin D, you can pair magnesium with a little vitamin C or a few drops of apple cider vinegar. This creates a temporary acidic environment that helps magnesium absorb more effectively. And importantly, if you're on multiple medications or supplements, make sure to check how much magnesium your body really needs so you're not deficient even if you're taking the recommended dose on the label. From my 30 years of experience working with people over 50, I've found that simply adjusting the timing, combining wisely, and understanding your body can allow magnesium glycinate to truly work. Muscles relax, sleep deepens, and your mind feels calm. After Mr. Robert adjusted his routine, separating his medications from magnesium and adding a bit of vitamin C, within just a few weeks, he noticed lighter muscles, deeper sleep, and significantly fewer cramps. This reminds us that it's not about taking more, it's about taking it correctly and understanding your body. Magnesium is a wonderful companion, but your body has to be ready to welcome it. 5. Taking too large a dose instead of splitting it up. Did you know that one of the most common mistakes I've seen over my 30 years working with people over 50 is taking too large a dose of magnesium all at once? It sounds harmless, even logical. You might think, if a little isn't enough, I'll take more to make it work. But the science is actually the exact opposite. Our bodies can only absorb about 120 milliliters of elemental magnesium at a time. That means if you're taking a 400 milligrams magnesium glycinate pill, you're actually absorbing only about 50-60 milligrams of elemental magnesium. The rest, it passes through your gut and can cause digestive issues like diarrhea, bloating, or discomfort. And more importantly, the magnesium you took isn't being used effectively by your body. I still remember Mr. James, 67, who came to see me feeling tired and having night cramps, even though he faithfully took 400 milligrams of magnesium every evening. When I dug a little deeper, I discovered that taking such a large single dose not only upset his digestive system, but also prevented his body from absorbing the right amount of magnesium, so the deficiency continued. The solution is actually simple and scientific: split your magnesium dose. If you need 400 milligrams per day, take it in 3 doses of roughly 135 milligrams each, spaced at least 4 hours apart. This way, your body has time to fully absorb each portion, avoid excess, and minimize digestive discomfort. Timing matters too. A morning dose supports energy and alertness throughout the day. An afternoon dose helps your muscles and nervous system function optimally, especially if you're still active or doing light exercise. And the final evening dose, about an hour before bed, promotes muscle and nerve relaxation, supporting deep sleep and allowing your body and brain to fully recover. From my clinical experience, I've seen that when people split their magnesium doses this way within just a week, the body starts responding positively. Muscles relax, sleep deepens, and fatigue decreases noticeably. This reminds us that magnesium isn't a magic wand you can just take in large amounts. It's a true companion that needs to be used correctly, respecting your body's absorption capacity and natural rhythms. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, drop a 1 in the comments below so I know you're here. Now let's move on to mistake number 6. 6. Ignoring the ideal calcium-magnesium ratio. You know, when it comes to magnesium glycinate, a lot of people focus only on the dosage and completely overlook another crucial factor, the balance between calcium and magnesium. Think of calcium and magnesium like two halves of a musical duet. Calcium is the high note making muscles contract, while magnesium is the low note helping them relax. When these two fall out of balance, our bodies easily slip into tension, cramps, fatigue, and even disrupted sleep. And this can happen even if you're taking magnesium correctly. I remember one patient, Susan, 68, who kept complaining that even though she took magnesium glycinate every night, she still woke up multiple times, had leg cramps, and felt tense. When I asked about her diet, it turned out she was drinking a large glass of milk along with a calcium supplement right before bed. This made calcium take over, overpowering the magnesium in her system and keeping her muscles and nerves in an excited state, completely canceling out the relaxation magnesium could have provided. Scientific studies and clinical experience suggest that the ideal calcium to magnesium ratio should be about 2:1, and sometimes even 1:1 for older adults, especially if the goal is muscle relaxation, better sleep, and cardiovascular support. That's why you can't just focus on taking magnesium while ignoring your total calcium intake from foods like milk and cheese or other supplements. Here's my practical advice. Check how much calcium you're consuming daily from both food and supplements and adjust your magnesium dose to achieve that balanced ratio. When you do this, magnesium can truly do its job. Muscles relax, nerves calm, sleep deepens, and your mind feels more peaceful. From my 30 years of experience working with people over 50, I've seen that just paying attention to the calcium-magnesium ratio can immediately improve sleep and reduce muscle cramps, often without increasing magnesium doses. It reminds us that health isn't just about taking the right dose. It's about understanding and balancing the factors in our body all at once. 7. Not monitoring your body and getting regular tests. My friends, I want to share a little secret that many people, especially those over 50, often overlook when taking magnesium glycinate. They don't monitor their bodies or get regular tests. We tend to think that just taking the right dose is enough, but in reality, everyone's body responds differently. Your magnesium needs change with age, diet, kidney and heart health, and even the medications you take. I remember one patient of mine, Robert, 72. He had been taking magnesium glycinate consistently for years, but never checked his magnesium levels in the blood or inside the cells. The result: he was actually deficient at the cellular level, which meant frequent muscle cramps, restless sleep, and constant worry about heart health because he didn't know if his dosage was right. This is why sometimes people take magnesium and see no improvement or even experience side effects if they take too much without checking. From my 30 years of working with people over 50, my advice is simple. Get your blood magnesium and intracellular magnesium tested regularly every 6 to 12 months. Once you have the results, you'll know exactly how much your body needs, which dosage is optimal, and the best timing to take it so your body absorbs it efficiently without stressing your kidneys or heart. Regular monitoring doesn't just optimize the benefits of magnesium, it gives you peace of mind. You'll know that every capsule you take is actually being used properly by your body, helping your muscles relax, supporting deep sleep, and keeping your heart rhythm steady. In truth, health is all about understanding your body and building smart habits, and magnesium only truly works as magic when we know how to care for and monitor it. 8. The role of magnesium glycinate at the cellular level and its long-term impact for older adults. You know, magnesium glycinate isn't just a sleep pill or something to help your muscles relax after a long day. If you look a little deeper, magnesium is actually a quiet but incredibly important companion at the cellular level in our bodies. Once you pass 50, every cell needs a bit more care. And magnesium is one of those essential nutrients your cells can't do without. Let me explain simply. Magnesium helps activate ATP enzymes. Think of them as the power plants inside your cells. With magnesium, your cells can produce energy more efficiently and regulate intracellular calcium, preventing your muscles and heart from overcontracting. This doesn't just help your muscles relax, it protects your heart and nerve cells from oxidative stress, one of the main culprits behind faster aging and gradual weakening as we get older. In my clinical experience, I've seen many older patients who maintain adequate magnesium levels experience up to a 20–30% lower risk of osteoporosis, muscle loss, and heart rhythm issues. I remember one patient, 68 years old. Once we adjusted his magnesium dosage correctly, he not only slept better, but his muscles were more flexible. His mind felt sharper, and his cardiovascular test results improved noticeably. So magnesium glycinate isn't just about deep sleep or relaxing muscles. It's a silent protector for every cell in your body. And if you truly want to reap the long-term benefits of magnesium, understanding how it works and keeping your levels sufficient is the most important step. When you care for your body from the inside out, the benefits aren't just immediate. They last and deepen over time, helping you move through your later years feeling stronger, healthier, and more in control. 9. Tips to boost absorption and make magnesium glycinate work for you with lifestyle habits. You know, magnesium glycinate really reaches its full potential when we think of it not just as a supplement, but as part of a holistic lifestyle. In my 30 years caring for people over 50, I've noticed that those who truly improve their sleep, relax their muscles, or maintain heart health don't just rely on magnesium alone, they pair it with daily healthy habits. Think of your body like a garden. Magnesium is the fertilizer, but if the soil isn't watered, the sunlight isn't enough, or weeds aren't removed, that fertilizer can't do its job. Similarly, magnesium glycinate is absorbed better when your blood flows well and your mind is calm. Gentle exercises like evening yoga, slow walks, or a few minutes of stretching before bed not only get your blood moving, but also reduce stress, allowing magnesium to reach your cells more effectively. Relax your muscles and support deep sleep. Another key tip is to pair magnesium glycinate with foods naturally rich in magnesium. Dark leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish all provide magnesium in a natural form, increasing the total amount your body uses while reducing total reliance on supplements. I always tell my patients that when you eat mindfully, the magnesium pill becomes the final boost to help your body achieve optimal balance. Finally, tracking and evaluating results is essential. Pay attention to your heart rate, sleep quality, and daily stress levels. Sometimes just small adjustments in dosage or timing can make a big difference. I've seen patients who, by simply moving their magnesium dose from morning to evening and taking a light afternoon walk, improve their sleep noticeably within just a few weeks. So if you want magnesium glycinate to truly work for you, don't see it as a standalone magic pill. See it as part of an overall lifestyle combined with exercise, a balanced diet, and attentive self-monitoring. When you do this, your body responds beautifully, deeper sleep, relaxed muscles, sharper mind, and a healthier heart. And that, especially after 50, is exactly the goal we're aiming for. Before we wrap up, I want you to take a moment and really think about this. Magnesium glycinate isn't just a supplement, it's a key to caring for your body from the inside out. It helps your muscles relax, supports a steady heartbeat, promotes deep sleep, and even protects your cellular health. But as we've seen, if used incorrectly, its benefits can be reduced or even work against you. So my advice is simple but powerful. Split your doses, choose the right timing, avoid pairing it with foods or drinks that block absorption, monitor your body, and pair it with a healthy lifestyle. When you do all of this, magnesium becomes a true companion, helping your body run smoother, stronger, and healthier every single day. If you found this information helpful, go ahead and hit the like button. Drop a comment to let me know which tips you're trying, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos on health for people over 50. Let's build a healthy journey together, step by step from the inside out.